I don't know if I know how to podcast anymore, my dude.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. It's been a minute. I'm on my summer vacation. I didn't do much of anything. I thought about maybe, how we say cereal. I was wondering if maybe we should change it up. Like change up how we say cereal.
Okay.
I know we've been experimenting a little bit, but maybe we should get something more official for season 2. So instead of just like cereal, we just go with like a cereal.
Oh, so I was thinking you bring it down and maybe we just say like super calm. Like,
oh, really?
I'm Paul and I'm Nick and this is cereal. Cereal. And it's like very, very sophisticated because that's what we're going to be in season 3 is very sophisticated.
Yeah, for sure. If you know anything about me or Paul, you know that we are a couple of sophisticated gentlemen that can definitely say the word sophisticated in normal context without thinking about it too hard.
Yeah, the more you say sophisticated, the more sophisticated you are.
Oh, for sure.
Totally.
The more that you can drop the word sophisticated into a paragraph or a sentence a sentence. If you can drop sophisticated in a sentence at least 3 times, you are a classy dude.
Mm-hmm. One class act.
You are a class act. Man, are you ready to get this little junior episode going?
I am ready for a junior episode.
So this is Nick.
And this is Paul.
And this is Cereal.
Cereal!
Excellent.
My levels are all over the place, so you're going to have a fun time with this. I don't know what is going on, but I think it'll be fun. This cereal I had never heard of until the Super Cereal Drive last Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a recommendation by our very own Nick.
Yeah.
And I'm very interested on why he wanted to do a mini episode on this cereal.
Well, here we go. So, every Sunday I go grocery shopping with my fiance, and we go to the Ralph's first to get the cheap stuff, and then we go to the Whole Foods to get the stuff that Ralph's doesn't have. So things like 00 flour for our homemade pizzas, and all the yuppie stuff that we usually get for ourselves. The Ralph's near us has an abysmal cereal selection. Just wretched. It's like 50% Captain Crunch and the bad Cheerios. It's like it's got like no variety in there. It's mostly kids cereals. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe there'll be something at Whole Foods I've never seen before, never tried before. I'll wait until we get to Whole Foods. Go to Whole Foods, and I see it out of the corner of my eye. First of all, the Whole Foods cereal selection is really weird and random. I mean, this is the only place I've ever seen where Cheerios is on a bottom shelf.
Yeah.
Like, how does General Mills not get a proper facing at a major grocery store chain? How does it get like down at the bottom?
See, I actually had the opposite thought, which is how did General Mills proper get in this store?
Yeah, how does it get in there? Yeah, you're right.
Like I saw Honey Nut Cheerios at the Whole Foods out here, and I'm like, what is this even doing here? So mainstream.
It looks out of place, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Like anything that with like a recognizable mascot looks very out of place in a Whole Foods. So so I'm looking at at their aisle, and they've got the things that I usually go for when I wait at Whole Foods. Like they've got my Kashi Island vanilla shredded wheat that I like, and they've got my puffins. They've got all kinds of things. But I see out of the corner of my eye, I see something that is both hilarious to me and weird that I've never noticed it before. And that is engine number 2, Rip's Big Bowl. And it's hilarious to me because Rip's Big Bowl, it's just got so many weird connotations. It's got so many. It's got your doo-doo connotations. It's got your 420 Blandsome connotations. It's got your all kinds of connotations.
Your vape rig connotation.
Your vape rigs. So you got to rip that big bowl, rip that cotton.
That's right. And then you're going to go in the bathroom and rip on into the big bowl.
Into that big old bowl in your bathroom.
Oh man.
So I see it out of the corner of my eye, and there's two different kinds. There's the mixed berry kind, and there's the banana walnut kind. I go for the mixed berry first. I've tried them both now, but I go for the mixed berry first, and I bring it home. Paul, you've had this now, right?
I went old school, and I got original.
I didn't even know there was an original. There's an original.
Oh boy, it is rough. Like in every sense of the word, texture, taste, exit. Everything about this thing. But yeah, so I have the original, but you'd have mixed berry?
I've had mixed berry and banana walnut. So I got the mixed berry first because I was thinking, because I'm a fan of berries. I'm a fan of fruit and cereal. And so I was like, even if this turns out to taste terrible, at least still have the mixed berry flavor in there. I get it home. Paul, I don't know if this was surprising to you. This is like a pre-formulated jazz style cereal.
It is bizarre.
Yeah, right?
The stuff that's in this, it's almost like it's the Whole Foods version of Honey Bunches of Oats, which is like all the leftover stuff, scrape it into a box, and we're going to call it cereal.
I mean, let's run down what's in there. So it's definitely got oats in there, like just like raw oats in there. It's got
rolled oats.
Yeah, just like oats. And then it's got would you say that's Chex or Life that's in there? It's probably like a Life, right?
It's honestly, it's more like a shredded wheat.
You think? Yeah,
it's
maybe
it's like a mini
shredded wheat.
Mini unsalted Triscuit is exactly what it is.
Yeah. What else is in there? I don't have a box. Do you have a box with you?
So here's what I have in original.
Okay.
Whole rolled oats. Whole wheat flakes. Shredded whole wheat, raisins.
Oh, that raisins on it. Okay.
And then it's an organic sprouted cereal.
Yeah. That's that cardboard taste.
That includes sprouted whole wheat, barley malt, organic sprouted whole barley, sprouted whole millet, sprouted lentils, sprouted soybean, sprouted whole spelt, sea salt, and then walnuts.
Okay. Well, the only difference between original banana walnut and the mixed berry, the mixed berry doesn't have raisins in it. It has these little mixed berry clusters instead. And then the banana walnut they actually have whole banana chips in there and chunks of walnut in there. But everything else is the same. All that other disgusting stuff is in there. Now, would you say that this is a delicious cereal? Or here's what I don't know. Like, you enjoy the flavor of grape nuts, which I think at least 40 to 50% of listeners will agree with me that is a terrible tasting cereal. So I don't know where do you sit on this cereal? Because when I eat this cereal, this is like, I say that things taste like cardboard a lot. But this really does taste like cardboard. Like, everything that I had said before tasted like cardboard was not true. Like, I've been lying this whole time until I tasted the cereal, and it actually does taste like cardboard.
This is not as good as grape nuts. This definitely has no flavor whatsoever.
None.
Until you hit a raisin. That is how bland this is. The raisin adds some sweetness and flavor to it. You're hoping for raisins.
You're just eating the cereal hoping for a raisin.
It is like cardboard. It is the equivalent of unsalted nuts, unsweetened muesli. It really has the texture of, if you were to get like original Quaker Oats, pour it in a bowl, pour milk on it, and try to eat it. I mean, it really has that very dry, very flavorless. And also, because of all the different sizes, it has major settling issues.
Sure, yeah. You've got. It ends up being almost like layers of sediment by the time you get it.
Yeah, if you take it out of the bag, it sort of looks like that side cut of the earth like in a science
Right.
museum, like an ant farm. You basically have to pull the bag every time, which is like the biggest no-no in cereal land. You kind of toss it around, shake it up, and try to mix it. Because what you're going to have is all the raisins and all the oats are at the bottom. Then you've got the walnuts, and then you've got the Triscuit on top.
Yeah.
And it's it's a mess.
And, I would say that this cereal... Now, I will say that the banana walnut itself, once you get it mixed up, is probably a halfway decent cereal as long as you can find some like honey or something like that to put on top before you pour your milk on. Mm-hmm. I will say that this cereal also made me feel maybe more guilty than any other cereal that I've ever eaten. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So I'm eating this cereal and God, it's awful. It's just bad. And I can already feel it doing work on my intestines. Just doing work. And I'm like, man, the cereal's terrible. But then on the back of the box, who do I see? I see Rip on the back of the box. This this firefighter in his mid 40s looking like an Anderson Cooper stand-in. If Anderson Cooper like really beefed up and could be a firefighter, staring at me, this Blandsome man staring back at me. And he's like, this is how I whip my fire people in shape. This is how my firefighter boys are now all in shape and stuff. And you could be in shape if you ate this every day, and if you weren't like a complainer about it, you could just why don't you just shut up and eat your cereal and look like a big tough man. And I just get this. He just stares at me with his icy eyes. And it's just like, just eat my cereal. Rip that big bowl.
Why does it have to be called Rip's Big Bowl? I can't get over that.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand how they named it. And they were like, no, that's a good name to do it. That's a good place to go.
I mean, I get that his name is Rip.
Sure.
And I get that he's eating a big bowl of cereal. Mm-hmm. But when you have a cereal that goes to work on your body instantly, the last thing you want to have is the word Rip or the word bowl in the name. Yeah, for sure. I can't get past it, Nick. I refuse to get past the name of Rip's Big Bowl. I can't.
Here's another question that I have for you. So there's a lot of raw rolled oats in there. Just like raw as the day they were flattened. Is this supposed to be a cold cereal? Or is it actually a hot cereal?
I mean, it has nothing on here about eating it hot anywhere.
No, it doesn't.
So I guess it's supposed to be a cold cereal.
Would it be better if it was a hot cereal?
I mean, maybe. This is his signature breakfast for more than 25 years.
This dude's been eating this breakfast for 25 years. Dude, go for a brunch somewhere.
Now, I may have tainted this because I did not use plant-based milk as it recommends on the side.
I think you might have improved it by using full-fat cow milk.
It also says, no two bowls are ever quite the same when you add your favorite fruits and plant-based milk. So I guess people are doctoring this. So this is really a base.
Yeah, they're inviting it. It's like, listen, we know this is terrible by itself. We need you to kind of add some things to it. By things we mean like fruits and probably chocolate. You should probably just add like
chocolate chips
in here. Yeah,
chocolate milk perhaps.
Oh, see now we're getting somewhere. Now I think that we're actually I was in a place where I just don't understand how this cereal exists and how people are still getting the cereal. But now I think that we're getting to the meat of things. This is how the cereal still exists. It's just a base. You just add, it's like a Cold Stone Creamery. You just add all your mix-ins.
Yeah, it's definitely got like potential to be, make like a cowboy cookie or something which has got all the different grains in it. Right. Some good texture in there.
Get your raisins in there. Get your craisins in there. Get your chocolate chips. Get your M&Ms. Just toss those in there. I mean, with how this cereal is structured, sky's the limit. You can put whatever you want in there. You want to put a big slab of pork belly in there? This cereal is going to counteract that. So you just put whatever you want in. And it's gonna work.
This is as close to savory cereal I think we've ever been to, at least in the cold side.
Yeah, for sure. All it's missing is just like a sprinkle of sea salt on there.
Mm-hmm.
Just put some honey cured bacon right in there.
Yeah, some sriracha maybe.
Oh yeah, just pour some sriracha on top. Yeah, it's all gonna work because it tastes like nothing.
Yeah, it's really, and when I say no added sugar, okay.
Oh man.
I mean no added sugar whatsoever. The sugar in it is like naturally occurring.
I don't understand how this is not on like nutritionists' top lists of cereals. Like I'm wondering what they do to the cereal that makes it so that nutritionists are like, you know what, there's no added sugar in here, but there's something going on. There's some kind of, this actually contains sawdust. That's why it's not on the nutritionist top list.
I don't know. I never see it as, I don't know. You know, those lists are so political.
You think so?
The BuzzFeed lists, the people are paying money to be on.
Oh, that you think there's some payola.
That's what makes this world go around.
You think that Barbara's is paying that payola to get those puffins on that list?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. When's the last time you heard of the puffin endangerment situation? Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, only on the backside of those boxes.
That's right. Yeah. Telling you. Now, this is another interesting thing is this product is only available at Whole Foods.
Is that right?
This is a Whole Foods brand. This is the first episode we've done of a store-specific product.
Wow, I did not know that this is a Whole Foods brand. Now I've opened the door to all kinds of things.
Yeah, there is a 7-day rescue challenge where you can eat Engine 2 products for 7 days. And you sort of get your life, you get your health back together. It's got medical research. And he's got a huge line of plant-based foods. They have burgers and hummus and frozen meals, and they have all these different spaghetti sauces. So they have a lot of different foods that are part of the E2 diet. Okay.
I thought that it was just like the cereal. You eat the cereal for 7 days.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Well, I mean, it's basically take the cereal and form a disc, and that's the Tuscan Kale white bean plant burger.
Sure. I feel like that trying to eat this cereal for 7 days would be the challenge of a lifetime. I just don't know how someone could possibly get through 7 days, let alone 25 years of eating this cereal. I just don't understand it. Life is just, there's so much in life, Paul. Mm-hmm. There's so much going on in life. There's so many things to experience, so many ways to reach out in the world. Why would you waste a breakfast? Unless it was medically prescribed to you. Why would you waste your breakfast on something like that?
I don't. I feel like it has to be medically prescribed to you. I think that's where it's sort of like the way. So if you read the story about how Rip figured out this diet, I mean, you would think that his firefighter when firefighter Rip Esselstyn discovered that several of his colleagues were medical time bombs. So I think you have to be like so broken and low and down in the dumps that you're ready to try anything. This is like the chemotherapy didn't work, so we're gonna do crystals.
Oh man! Whoa!
did it just get too deep? Too much. All right,
that got deep, my dude.
Reel it in, Paul.
Yeah.
But this is truly when you go to the doctor and they're like, look, you're so fat and gross and out of shape. You literally need to eat plant-based Drano for 7 days and get yourself cleaned up.
Get yourself right, because right now you are 50% lard. You're just like your veins I don't know where your veins start and the lard begins inside your veins. So like you need to get right. You need that come to Jesus moment, and that come to Jesus moment starts with ripping that big bowl.
That's right. Rip with Jesus.
Rip with Jesus. Have you ever heard of the Fearless movement?
No.
So this is a thing in like bigger cities. LA has a faction. I think it's in New York too, a few other places. It's a church ish. It like that usually takes place in not in like churches proper, but like usually in like clubs or just like small venues. And it's like a modern, younger, skewed take on a church service. It's like if there's like a youth group happening, but instead of the youth group being led by like a substitute teacher, it's led by like a consortium of like Lil Wayne and and Anthony Kiedis from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, nice.
And I'm trying to think of like a Katy Perry maybe. Just like cool people that are and I'm not even sure if I could really say that Anthony Kiedis or Katy Perry or Lil Wayne, for all that matter, if they're like all that cool anymore. My references are quite dated.
I would assume they sit on a chair backwards, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that they open up. They have to open up each ceremony with each ceremony. I feel like they have to open up each sermon. Yeah, by turn a chair around and be like, listen up, and then they have everybody's attention because everybody knows if you want to talk to a teen, you have to turn your chair around. Right. That's the problem that all these teachers are having in these schools. They're trying to like stand in front of the classroom. They're trying to talk to teens, and they're like just trying to talk to them, face to face with no chair back in between them. And like everybody knows that if you need to talk to a teen, you got to turn that chair around.
Yeah,
you got to sit backwards in it.
Can I be real for a sec?
It's the only way that you can be real. It's the only way that you can demonstrate realness. J-Lo tried to demonstrate realness with her song, I'm Real, with Ja Rule in 2003.
Oh, your references are so dated. Ja Rule.
But things have changed. And they've changed in a way that now, in order for you to do it, in order for you to communicate with a teen, just turn that chair around.
That's right.
And they'll just snap to attention.
Oh, they'll respect you.
Whoa. Teach is real. Whoa.
Ja Rule. Well, I have some sad news for you.
What's that?
Mix and Munch is closing in May.
What?
Yeah, I just went to their Facebook page to look at this food challenge, and their lease ended, and their last day is going to be May 6th.
Hokey smokes. That's very sad.
Yeah, lots of sad emojis in the comments. There's a chance they may be able to cater.
Oh, well, then I know what we're doing for the wedding.
Can you imagine if you had cereal and grilled cheese for the
wedding? Maybe the bachelor party.
Yeah, a cereal-based bachelor party.
Uh-huh.
Wow. And you make it rain with Fruity Pebbles?
We just invite strippers over and we just pelt them with Fruity Pebbles.
You know, instead of throwing rice at your wedding, we should throw Rice Krispies.
It's probably better for the pigeons.
Oh yeah, and when you walk on it, makes a nice fine little texture, so you don't slip on the slippery sidewalks.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. It's like salt for the exactly. It's like salt. Yeah,
California rock salt.
It's California rock salt. It's crushed Rice Krispies.
So, no more Mix and Munch.
Ugh.
You know, Engine 2 makes an almond milk.
They do?
They make an unsweetened vanilla and an original.
Like, I wonder if it's some kind of like alchemy. Like, if you use all Engine 2 products together, does it create something delicious? And that's the problem, is that they're eating their own dog food, but they're only eating their kind of dog food. They don't know other food exists.
I like that you called it dog food. Like, not intentionally. I know you're making an analogy. I hope you're making an analogy. But, yeah, I don't know. I wonder, so I guess let's talk 7-day rescue challenge.
Uh-huh.
Engine 2 plant strong. Eating all Engine 2 products.
Mm-hmm.
I got to imagine you can... So they want me to sign up for the email before they give me the 7-day challenge. I'm not going to fall into that trap.
Yeah, that's.
But
a
I wonder
sure.
if you'd probably doctor it up with like fresh vegetables. I would assume, and fruit. What's interesting is they make a spaghetti sauce, a pasta sauce.
Do you think
I don't
the cereal will taste better with pasta sauce?
Yes, 1,000 times yes. But I don't see any pasta.
Well, what do you do with the pasta? Come on. You definitely have like an embarrassment of riches in grains because you're using like 30 of them in your cereal. Just use one of those to make some pasta, man. Mm-hmm.
Their pasta sauce has no added sugar.
Okay.
Lower in sodium.
That's good.
So I guess you are... it looks like they're rolling out hot cereal, some soups, ravioli, whole grain cheeseless pizza. That's called bread.
That's just bread with some soy on it, my friends.
That is not pizza. Yeah. And baked tortilla chips. So maybe the pasta sauce... So what would you pair the pasta sauce with? Some sort of non-wheat-based pasta?
Yeah, maybe some kind of like vegetable pasta or some kind of potato pasta maybe. No, maybe not potato pasta, but yeah, maybe some vegetable-based pasta.
Well, I guess he's not gluten-free. Yeah, I guess, but he's not anti-wheat, I guess. He's more anti-animal products.
Okay. Because you could just do like a spinach, they've got those spinach pastas. Mm-hmm. Just get a spinach pasta going.
Yeah, because this cereal would literally kill somebody with celiac disease.
This is like suicide in the box for a celiac.
Yeah, if you have celiac disease, you don't need to run the car in the garage. This thing will put you down fast. It's all wheat. Yeah, that's sort of like Triscuit. It would be like just a death trap for someone with celiac disease. That's rough, man.
I feel like that most of my diet would be a death trap for the celiac disease.
Okay, giving up wheat or giving up dairy?
Oh, I'd give up dairy. I would. That's an easy choice for me.
Really?
Yeah.
What about cheese?
I mean, that's a hard sacrifice for sure. Like, I love a lot of cheese, but if it came down to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what I would miss if I gave up wheat. Bread?
Bread is very, very important.
Pasta, which I don't really eat a lot of pasta, but pasta. So far, bread's winning. Some cereals. Mm-hmm. But you can go corn and rice based easy nowadays and still have good flavor. But yeah, bread would be tough. Pasta would be tough. Yeah, these people who give up bread. I don't know. I'm just not going to do either. I'm just going to continue to eat grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, that's cool. I think I'm going to do that too. I'm going to just continue to eat grilled cheese sandwiches and be okay with it. I'm going to continue to eat like all the pizza. I'm going to make a pizza tonight.
Did I have pizza yesterday? I think I thought about having pizza yesterday, but instead I just ate cheese.
I considered eating pizza, but instead I just got a big tube of mozzarella and just ate that instead.
Yeah, so I'll buy a block of different cheeses. And then I pre-cut all of them, and then I put them all in a huge bag. So it's like a grab bag, mixed cheese bag. It's the best.
I think what you need to do right now. I think you need to turn that box so that the back of that cereal box faces towards you. I think you need to look right in that guy's eye, right in Rip's eye. I need you to tell him what you just told me about your grab bag of cheese.
I want to know how old Rip is. I bet you he's like 90. And he's like amazing.
He's like 97 years old. Looking great.
He's swimming across the English Channel, towing a boat with his teeth.
He's putting out fires with his ice breath. It's really, he leads an extraordinary life.
He is wearing a t-shirt that says Kale, though, on the website. It's kind
of a cool t-shirt, actually.
No, not for me. I can't believe there's not kale chips in this cereal.
Instead of the flakes, they're like, we're trying to get rid of all of our wheat, so we're getting rid of the whole wheat flakes. We're putting kale chips in there instead.
That's not a bad idea. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, but then like kale chips would not stand up to milk, so It's just like immediately it turns into like a green ooze.
Yeah, they'd have to like puree it and like work it into the flake itself, right?
Yeah.
Like the way they make green pasta with spinach. This would be like green cornflakes because they're with kale.
Yeah, yeah. And then they'll sell it for Halloween to the kids because it turns the milk green.
That's really good. Like you stumbled onto something amazing. TM.
TM. You can't steal it.
That's amazing. Yeah, you'd have green milk.
Yeah. We
got to get on this.
Oh, yeah. It's we might have to go right now so we can get on this.
Yeah, I'm ready to cut and roll.
All right.
Go get my big bowl.
It's time for you. I mean, there's only a limited amount of time between the time that you eat before you got to rip that big bowl.
Yes. And clock's ticking.
So thank you guys for listening to the Super Cereal Podcast, this little mini episode. Appreciate your listening. You can find us in all the places that you find podcasts, including the one that you found it on currently. I know I usually remind you of where you can find them at. I know I usually remind Jesus, Paul. It's been a long time since I've done this.
It's okay.
I know that I usually remind you guys of where to find the podcast, but you guys have already found it because you're listening to it. So just continue to do it there. And what else do we usually say here? We talk about the feeds that we're on, right?
You can find us on Instagram and Twitter. And guess what? We got a new review during our hiatus.
What?
Let's see. It says Moose in Your House by Loosely Curious. Easily, hands down, most turnt podcast on the cereal market. Makes you want to just give up milk for good and just become a dry cereal aficionado. 5 stars.
5-star. That's the kind of reviews that we want here at the Super Cereal Podcast.
Look, guys, I don't want to be a jerk or anything, but our average rating on iTunes is 5 stars.
5 stars. Thank you guys for leaving reviews. And if you want to keep doing that for us, we really appreciate it. We promise we're going to get back into the swing of things really soon here. We got a really cool season 3 coming out for you. Just like Paul said, it's going to be a little more serious. It's going to have some gravitas.
It's going to be very sophisticated.
It's going to be very sophisticated in a very sophisticated way. The most sophisticated that we can possibly be. And I think that we are going to try to reduce the doo-doo jokes by at least 15%. I can't make any promises beyond 15%. But at least 15%, we're going to try to drop out all the doo-doo jokes.
I don't make that promise. Nick does.
I was going to ask you, Paul, do you commit to a 15% drop in doo-doo jokes for season 3?
Ooh, I'm going to give it my best. I mean, if we keep doing these Whole Foods cereals, I don't know what to say. So I'm hoping that we can get a nice bleached flour food dye, sugar-filled gut stopper, and there won't be any poo talk for that episode.
Except for how all our guts are stopped up.
That's right. Except how I have to go do my 7-day Engine 2 challenge.
just to get rid of some stuff.
This is Paul.
This is Nick.
And this has been Cereal.
Cereal! Cereal! Cereal!